Hello, this is Cal Knight. Tonight, on Halloween, we're playing a game called the Call of Cthulhu. I picked it up on Steam for like $4. From the looks of it, it looks like it might be an older game, potentially. And it took me a little bit to find a reason why it kept crashing. Apparently there's some issues with playing older Unreal games on newer processors, Intel processors. So I ran a fix. I'll link it in the description. All right, with that out of the way, let's get started. Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. By the way, Call of Cthulhu is an old game, a game system. I think there's maybe probably even books and stuff on it too. H.P. Lovecraft. Supposed to be built around madness and cults and stuff. And ancient pagan gods. This is my first time playing it. Game saved. Apparently we found our first area to... Apparently somebody's trying to break out of some sort of dungeon or something. Is that a shark? Sharks, plural. Well, somebody is doing some gutting jobs. Looks like control crouches. Kind of standard fare for these things. Just what I was just doing. Now we go into the depths of darkness and madness. In a world where everything's trying to kill you. Or trying to. Help me! Must light up some items in order to interact with this weapon. A hurricane lamp. It's dynamite! Yes, don't put your rolly balls on this thing. It might roll down. A bolt cutter, of course. Can't see what's in there. I just can't see. Oh well, the guy sells a bolt cutter. Bolt cutter.
In my wake, pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on.
I don't like fate. I need my pain and my sanity. I'm guessing you don't need to cut that now because, you cut the other one. It's so nice for the cult to put these candles everywhere so we can see our way around here. Yeah, I got killer whale. And
what a putrid offering.
they like their guts. Got sharks, and we got porpoises. Well, I guess say killer whales, whatever. Okay, there's something in the water. Don't go near the water. And it seems like the flies like the...
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Shift. Chosen? Chosen for what? I don't like being chosen. I'd rather be just a regular person.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
I swore they would put an end to nightmares. Sleeping pills. Sorry, taking my sleeping pills. Yeah, I don't think probably a good idea to be drinking.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Pierce Investigation Agency. I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? The case. Pierce. So these are your baseline stats. So you got a basic understanding of occultism, psychology, Spot the hidden thing. Eloquence. Strength. Dark water. You don't have any information yet. Clues. Inventory. The Lost Battalion. 10-7-18. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. It's just too nice and friendly for her.
I'm
Hello.
listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Of course. Add, remove, reset. Do we have any, so we got 8 character points. Let's go with, meep. We've got 2 character points left. 6 character points. Now that might be good. Dosage of a drug of making diagnoses or expressing your understanding of medical problem. That should be it for now. Knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving the skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior and the analysis of objects. Increase the chance of finding hidden objects. Undiscovered object. I think that should do it. And validate.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
You must work in order to be kept from being thrown out into the dark in an unsavory and dark
Sir,
world.
I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
You always got to take the backs of documents. You never know what people have put there. Okay. File the Sarah Hawkins case. Shall we look at the painting and examine the Hawkins file? The doctor will repeat. No longer need any blah 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 blah. Clues. A shipping label. Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Obviously an interesting place for cults and stuff is a place called Darkwater. The police report says that the fire started in a dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist Sarah Hawkins meant frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son Simon. And let's just turn this thing off. We're back.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Shouldn't take things lightly. Or better for the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Investigation professional.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Well,
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
can we do a further investigation on the picture now? Let's find out about Darkwater.
I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah. The learning of medicine. So it's real details, symptoms, and similar.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Alright, where is this book that...
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Atlas of Atlantic Islands.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
And they don't find my body, and so they just find this one case file that's open.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The last thing they find are all my case files open. Like somebody's been ruffling through my stuff. Because I have. No, we are not going to be drinking. I refuse to drink on this case. We must quit cold turkey. Peter Calkins' case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused a fire that killed her and her family, as the only clue she left is her disturbing painting on shipping. The place seems to be a starting point for Pierce's investigation. Enter madness. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We loot, we pillage, we drive very fast, we look up, we hearties yo ho. There must be a better way of rolling the credits. Look off the port bow, there's rocks ahead. Oh no, we're gonna hit those icebergs. Make sure you're giving. Oh no, where are the people? Where is the crew? We're going through fog. Why is there no one on deck? Why is no one watching where we're going? Except the private investigator. Oh, theoretically, it is possible that they know this route enough that they're not gonna run aground someplace.
Almost there.
We're almost there. We can see the lighthouse. Maybe. Well, there's rocks with ships and stuff. The Call of Cthulhu. Or Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu. The Skilla. The Scylla. The Skyla. Oh, ho! Throw down the anchor before we ran the pier and docks.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why,
And
thank you, Captain.
You're never leaving alive.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
A
If
surprise
it's the
for you.
Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Chair to consult the diary. Go to the bar, talk to Bradley, talk to Fitzroy. Fitzroy. The fifth eye. And there's some people over there that are hanging about and about.
Let the police do their work.
Someone just...
Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's some...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
coming.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Sailors,
Something
something is coming. Whoa. The stranded whale, which is kind of appropriate, being that there's a dead creature. Well, I guess this looks like more like a shark, but
That's
is there anything else we can...
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Something is coming. I see there is a lighthouse over there.
Don't put that
Let's
beast
grab
back
a
in the
picture of
water,
that.
you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us
Cheek,
anyway.
cheek.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah.
That's no way to treat an omen. Prohibition. 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 Well, we're not worrying about prohibition, apparently. I'll have a bit of an apple juice, please.
Hey, be careful.
We just saw what you did, mister.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Probably that girl that's back in there smoking. Find out about Darkwater.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
We need to find something else.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Going down that rabbit
I've
hole
got
there.
what I need.
Anything else?
Let's see here.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
Hawkins.
First
warehouse.
off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Catch.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Must be
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
in the sky. That's a ship that was running aground out in the harbor. Stuck away from famine, and it died a crash. Return to Darkwater proof that Tuesday afternoon, locals immediately to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. The sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of formidable toothed whales. Cetacean, already being called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful in nutritious benefits. There's no doubt that the immense size of the whale will allow numerous inhabitants of the dark water to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Putting the warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste a miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. So everyone tasted of the meat.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
The asylum people.
She will do it again, you know. The girl doctor, Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
He's someone outside. Looks like he's got his arms and banister out there. Who's this fellow?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
And the doctor, what did he say? He laughed. My God.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge. Not that again. She'll get us into trouble.
I know.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
It's like a storage room or something.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
Captain Fitzroy, $12. Hawkins, $68. Winchester, $9. And Andrews, $6. Ms. Boker, always free for the lady. Warm up your horse.
You have no right to treat us like this.
All right, let's check out the area a little bit more. My goodness, my gracious, oh my goodness.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
1990. Momentous day in world history. So that's the beached whale. Is there a second story to the building? A second story to the story.
You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us just now?
There's nothing for you
I
here
said
either.
You were a bilge rat.
Beat it.
And even a poxed limpet. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Optimistic.
Yes, somebody's gonna shut up his mouth for permanent, and then people are gonna say, "Oh well, it was that guy that did it." Oh look, a mermaid! No. Don't be spreading rumors. There's no mermaids in this game so far. What do we have over here? It must be the sky.
The Scylla.
The Scylla.
It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Maritime Bank.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
In terms of agreement, I clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment. Let me see something. I can't. Nothing else to look at.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
So if there's no fishing going on, where are these people getting their income from? What secrets lurk? Hello.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Copy that, sir.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Nothing else behind them. The man disappeared. He never reappeared. Actually, what was the out the other door? Yeah, I guess he did. Most of these outside. I wonder if there'd be anything back here to look at. Volume 2. So what does that do for us? Will be improved by objects discovered in the environment, which is why they're orange. Which means if you're going to start this game, make sure you...
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
The man's been alive for a long time. They are the original inhabitants.
What a macabre souvenir.
That meat made them immortal. They never have to eat again. Well, what's this?
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
So his fishing equipment's getting rusty. What is he using to eat? What is he eating? Well, not anything in here that I can do or use. But they do have indoor plumbing. They're not all savages.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Well, you might be able to track stuff.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
It's none of your business, but you're here watching everything.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Yeah, I read
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Yeah, we've already thought.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Interesting. What about
I'm looking for
warehouse?
Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Well, but obviously we know where it is, but how do we get to it?
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Consult the diary. So we've got the case. Get inside warehouse 36. Actually, let's see. Clues. Manifests. The father that lost his leg. You know, I suppose if he is an older man, I don't know how old his father is. Oh, wait.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You
Nice.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
So they moved the group further that way.
You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
So I'm guessing is that the one? So what the heck is that warehouse? We got more people hanging around.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
So whaling was supposedly stopped around like the 1850-ish area time frame. And this is like in 19 something. I mean, that's like 60 years later. They still haven't found other things to do here. Anyways.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
So that must be the statue that you're talking about over there. No, he's not talking. Well, let's see what we have over here. Let's have some small boats floating. Yeah, let's investigate.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
The patron saint of harpooning. There's that weird script.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says.
The statue's desecrated. Damn beggins.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Oh yeah. He's gonna
An investigator's life for me. We walk around and look for things we don't know what to say.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with...
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Kat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Well, I guess this is
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
So is the police officer working with them because they're both protecting the same warehouse from different areas?
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Something is coming. Well, the next thing to do would be to try and see if we can talk to the guy who perhaps knew the
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Holy women. Spot into the mouse checked. A lever. Is this so clever? The lever.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
The lever. Oh, how clever. Okay, so you go like that. All right.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the lever. You've got the lever on there, but what do we do with the lever? Oh, there's a lever. I guess there's a handler or something else that's around here somewhere. Can we twist it? Oh, there's some more hidden items around here.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
So that goes up there, that goes over there. There's still something hidden somewhere.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Cogwheel.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Mount the cog. Oh, there's still something that we're missing here. To me, I would think it would seem to be like a handle or something, because there's something over here somewhere. Someone is coming. Whoa. Some chain gang. Why don't you know that's the sound of the men working on the chain gang?
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Exactly what I need. Exactly. Attach the ratchet. Turn the handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Why do you always have to break everything, man? Okay. Why is nothing ever working for me?
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Anything new to say about anything?
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
Still was gonna say. No, I haven't tried talking to this guy. And something just pulled him in the water.
Cops, they can't understand.
stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real
Something
bad.
is coming. Whoa. These guys are new, I think.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
Well, I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
That's good. Is it?
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Those arrows or harpoons or something.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
That's true.
Yeah.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking ill, you see.
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
You have no right to treat us like this.
Well,
The doctor. What did he say?
He laughed.
I guess the best thing we can try and do.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
You again.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But anything else?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on. Because of...
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to who... Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of...
Drinking it here is a privilege, and anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Of course, all these bottles must be empty or something.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah, aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Nice. Personality.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
It seems like something's been in here eating things.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
There's a picture there. Lungs or something. Fish head. Fingers. Le Petit Paris. Eerie green light. They put some copper in their candles. After a time, your hands get hurt.
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out. mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
So
That's the Hawkins
weird,
mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
weird, craggy island. Get driven to the Hawkins mansion. Oh, we're already in chapter 3. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll stop it here. I don't know if this thing has multiple endings. Is she the one that gave him the smile? Or that scar, I should say.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
At least he's honest about that.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I mean, it's still light out? Or this is still daytime? Well, like I said, I might, let's take a picture of that. Another one of their saints.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
1693. Joan Wickwood. It's kind of like the Bates Manor. The Bates Hotel. Like somebody's been having a little bit of a fit.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Unless he did it.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
So she had flowers. He had ruins.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Well, alright, well, let's see here. This might be a good spot to save and settings, last checkpoint, resume game. I think I'll probably end it here. This is probably a good spot to end it, and we've gotten to chapter 3, it looks like. You know, if you want me to continue on this, playing this game, leave comments, like, subscribe. If you'd like to see more of the other games I play. I like, survival games and, some story games like this one. But, we'll probably have to see, what else I can come up with, and I've got some other games I've been following. 7 Days to Die, Valheim, Infection Free Zone. You've probably seen quite a few of those on my channel. But, yeah, leave a comment if you want to see me play another game. I get most of my games through Steam. And, like I say, like and subscribe if you want to see other videos as I post them. Thanks again for watching. This is been playing Call of Cthulhu, and we'll see maybe if I continue on with the series or not. But thanks again for watching. This will be Cal Knight signing out.